everybody, Billy from Mutation Creation. Today's video is going to be pretty cool and interesting and informative, hopefully. Before I get into this, I want to give a huge shout out to Bod's Exotic Reptiles. You have anything on the back?
Nope.
Slacker like me. Anyways, today's video, we're going to get into this animal. And if you haven't already seen, this is a Cryptic, or is it a Krypton? What the hell's a Krypton? We're gonna get into that now. So, I'm gonna be putting this away. We're gonna get back to all the animals later. Just stick them in here temporarily. Or try to anyways. Here we go. So, I'll try to make this as easy to understand as possible. It took me a while. This is what I believe, a few others believe. I've talked numerous with a few other people. Will Morose from Canadian Royal Reptiles. Oh, Canadian Royal Reptiles. Sorry, Will. Royal Canadian Reptiles. I believe this as well because I have a couple years of doing this and it makes sense, especially with everything that's going on. I'll try to make this as painful as possible. Bear with me.
Painless?
What did I say?
Painful.
Oh, I'm gonna make this as painful as possible. Thanks, Austin. I am probably making it painful, man. Like, wow, I gotta try to explain this. It probably will be painful, but I want to make it painless if possible. So, Cryptic, what I believe is recessive. Recessive, recessive, recessive. Cryptic is recessive. Now, here's why I believe this. Cryptic, when I bred to a clown, everything came out cryptic. How is that possible? How can I breed a recessive animal to another recessive animal and every single animal from the clutch came out visual recessive, but I didn't hit any clowns? That's weird. So, and I'll get into this more. Cryptic and clown, like any other recessive, will make double hets. But we get a visual looking Cryptic like Toffino. Albino and Toffee, you breed them together, you get this thing called the Toffino. It's because they're allelic. It's only a visual double het. But what we're used to is seeing a normal animal that carries both genes. Here, they both are a visual, it produces a visual looking animal. So what I'm going to refer to as a Krypton, we need to call it something different to distinguish from the actual true recessive Cryptic. Because these visual looking Kryptons is basically a visual looking double het. And I'll go in further to the next step. When you breed a Krypton to a clown, you can only get two different types of animals coming out of the clutch. Clown, 50% of the clutch. Krypton, 50% of the clutch. The reason is the Krypton is a double het, but it acts like a super. So from this pairing, you can only get clown to clown, which is clown, or Cryptic to clown, which is the double het, which is a Krypton. Hopefully you're following. It's the same way it applies to Toffino, Candino. It's one of those things that just out of the blue, two different recessive animals are allelic, the double hets, and make a visual looking snake. So, when you take a Krypton, which again is a double het, visual, Cryptic, clown, you breed that to a Krypton, you can only get three possibilities. 25% are going to be clown, 25% are going to be Cryptic, and then 50% are going to be the Kryptons, which are the double het visual looking Cryptics. So far, these look similar from what has been produced, what we've seen. So I'm going to show you a visual Cryptic that has no clown at all. It's not het clown. I've proved it out to be that. I know the pairing where I got the animal from has nothing to do with clown, but I've got a visual looking Cryptic. So, right now, they both look very similar. The wide eye stripe, the stretched neck, the pattern, the color. We'll get into that when I show you the animals. But I do believe when we start isolating the cryptic away from the clown, we will see differences between the cryptic and the Krypton. So next one, if we breed a cryptic, okay, not a Krypton, so a true recessive cryptic, to a het cryptic, it works like any other recessive. 50% are going to be visual cryptic. The other 50% are going to be het clown. Okay? We do cryptic to any other morph. Oops, Austin's making a what?
I said het clown. Het cryptic.
Het cryptic. I don't even know why. I have a board that I can read from. So let's go over one more time. Cryptic to het cryptic. 50% are going to be visual cryptic. And then the other 50% are going to be het cryptic. Okay? So that's that. Then when we do a cryptic to any other morph, you will not get any visual cryptic looking animals because they all will be 100% het cryptic. And I've done 5, 6, 7 clutches, and this is what I've got. And it doesn't make any other sense any other way. Then when you breed a Krypton, which is a visual double het, to other morphs, because it acts like a super, you can only get 2 outcomes. Het clown, 50%, het cryptic, 50%. But we can't tell them apart. You can't tell het clown from a het pied to a het cryptic to a het... Well, het pied has markers, but you know what I'm saying. It's almost like when you breed a freeway to another morph. Because it acts like a super, you know it has to be either asphalt or yellow belly, but we can't tell the two apart. So, when you breed a Krypton to any other morph other than clown and cryptic, so you can reproduce either the cryptic or the Krypton, you're going to get 50% that are going to be 100% het clown or 100% het cryptic, but you can't tell them apart. So, it is a little confusing, but I hope this diagram and this, from what I'm explaining to you, sort of makes sense. And we still have a long way to go. I have a lot of pairings which will confirm this year. Other people are doing the same, and it does make sense. And another thing is the reason why all these cryptics that you see online, why are they always het clown, 66% het clown, 50% het clown? They're all related to clown. Why are we not seeing a bunch of cryptics without clown? Because it's allelic. The chances of all these people making cryptics, and that's why people don't believe it's recessive, because it's popping up all over the place. That would make sense if it wasn't allelic to clown. If it wasn't allelic to clown, there's no way this cryptic recessive gene could just be in other people's collection and all of a sudden it just came out of the woodwork. So, this is why I believe, and I'll show you why I 100% believe it is recessive and it is allelic to clown. So, I'm going to show you an animal right now that has no clown, no het clown, nothing clown. Okay? This here, and if you see the big wide eye stripes, the long neck, you know, bled together, these, what I call towers, you know, the high white blushing coming up some of the sides, but I call these towers. They look like little CN towers or little towers, or, you know, that's how the pattern looks. This here is a Mojave, Cryptic, Caramel, Ultramel, triple recessive Mojave male. Now, I know there's no clown in this animal because I bred it to a clown 2 years ago. Every animal came out cryptic. I'm like, what? Why did I not hit clown? I hit 7 animals, all cryptic, or cryptic looking, which we're calling Kryptons now. How did I not hit 1 clown? Doesn't make any sense. I bred it, okay? And I'll show you something else. What's that?
Is this what you're looking for?
Okay, I can do that. I was going to show, so here.
Just compare it to the...
Yeah, so, this is one of the animals. And this is the other. So these two came from that male, bred to a clown. This here, definitely cryptic, thick eye eye bands, elongated neck. Not so much with the towers. I mean, you can see the blushing coming up and similar, but don't forget, these things are also 100%, well, because it's a Krypton, this here is technically a triple het. Sorry, quadruple het. This will be a het clown, het cryptic, and because it's het clown and het cryptic, you get this Krypton visual looking animal, but it's also 100% het ultramel and 100% het caramel. This one here is the exact same animal, but the Mojave version. So thick eye stripe, stretched out, blended neck. The towers here with the Mojave, high whites coming up, little different. But this here is a Mojave, quadruple het, cryptic, clown, which makes the Krypton, the visual, 100% het ultramel, 100% het caramel. Okay, so I'll just put these away for a second. So this was the result of me breeding my male to a clown. So male cryptic to a clown, like any other recessive, is going to be double hets. These are visual looking double hets because clown and cryptic are allelic, making the Krypton. But a Krypton is only a visual double het. It's not 100% het cryptic, it's not 100% het clown, it's 100% double visual. I bred the same animal, okay, to pied. Okay, same animal to pied. I get a bunch of Mojaves. Okay, little bit of influence, not really towers, but Mojaves that are gonna be quadruple het. Pied, cryptic, ultramel, caramel. Why do they not turn out to look cryptic? They're different looking, but why is there no cryptic? No thick eye bands. Okay, the neck's normal, the pattern's normal. Well, it has a little bit of an influence. But how come I didn't get any visual cryptics? Because there's no clown to make that double looking recessive or double het looking visual animal. These are quadruple hets. So what are those? This Mojave, that was Mojave, the one I showed you. Why does that one look cryptic and these don't? From the same male, because those have clown. Okay? Took the animal, same male, because he's ultramel. I brought it to an ultramel. I got a whole bunch of these. I got like 4 or 5 of these females. Okay? I think I hit 3 or 4 of these. Okay? That's an ultramel. Mojave has to be het cryptic, het ultramel.
Caramel.
What did I say?
Ultramel.
Oh, sorry. Het, yeah. Thanks, Austin. Yeah, I have a visual ultramel, het ultramel. Really trying to confuse you guys here. I'm confusing myself. Holy. Bear with me. So, visual Mojave ultramel, 100% het caramel, 100% het cryptic. And here's a regular ultramel from the clutch when I missed the Mojave. This here, ultramel, 100% het cryptic, 100% het caramel. Why do these not look cryptic? Why do they not look cryptic? Came from the same male. Because there's no clown. The het clown and the het cryptic is an allelic visual like Toffino. So even though you see cryptic in those animals, it doesn't mean it's a true cryptic or a true recessive animal. That's why we're going to call them Kryptons. When you mix cryptic with clown, you get Kryptons, double het. And by saying that, there's no such thing as a cryptic clown. You cannot make a cryptic clown the allelic, just like you can't make an albino toffino. I mean, holy moly, an albino toffee. You cannot make an albino toffee. You can make double hets, which are a visual, and we call it a toffino. So, there's no such thing as a cryptic clown. You cannot make it. If you have a cryptic looking animal, when you bred it to clown, it's a Krypton, a visual double het cryptic clown. Bred the same male, okay, to something non-recessive. Okay, I bred it to an Enchi Creed, or my line of fire, or not my line, but another line of fire that I'm working with. So an Enchi Creed, no het clown, no het cryptic, nothing. I get a whole whack of animals. Okay, there's an Enchi Creed, 100% het cryptic, 100% het caramel, 100% het ultramel. Here's a Mojave. All from the same clutch. Okay, Mojave, triple het. Here's a regular, an Enchi, triple het. Here's a normal, triple het. Here's an Enchi Mojave Creed, triple het. Why do none of these? And I made like 17, 18 babies last year. How come when I breed the same male to anything without clown, I don't get the cryptic looking animals? What we call Kryptons. Because there's no clown. It's allelic. Clown and cryptic together make a double het visual animal. Like Toffino, we're calling them Kryptons, or that name's been around, Krypton. I think Krypton is better. So we need to call it something like Toffino, Toffee albino. We need to call it something. We can't just call it a double het. Oh, hey, that's a beautiful double het albino clown. We can, but it makes sense to have a different name, because you cannot make a Toffee albino, but you got a visual animal that's beautiful, but it's only a double het visual. We need to make a name like Krypton to distinguish it from a true cryptic. Okay? So look at all the animals I have to base this on. Why, out of 17, 18 animals, recessive and non-recessive, with multiple animals in a clutch, I cannot hit another cryptic looking animal? Because there's no clown and they're not het cryptic. Now, to go a step further, this animal here, even though in shed, okay, and I want to show you these animals because it helps my theory. Okay, this here, even though in shed, okay, doesn't look cryptic. You know, I mean, it's cryptic looking, but it's not fully. Okay, it doesn't really have the bleeding. I mean, it's a different looking animal, but it is only a leopard desert ghost. Just a leopard desert ghost. But there's something else going on with it. It's a little different pattern. Last year, I'm like, you know what? I want to get in and make some cool triple hets. So I took this female and I brought a clown pied. Visual clown pied to a leopard desert ghost. All I'm supposed to be able to make are triple hets, leopard triple hets, triple het clown, triple het pied, sorry, not triple het, so het pied, het clown, het desert ghost. How did I get a couple of these? What's this? Thick eye stripe, elongated neck, white blushing in these towers. I call them towers. This is a cryptic looking animal. I'm like, wow, how did I do that? Because this here, the only other explanation for this, because there's no clown in that, because I bred a visual clown. If it was het clown, I would have got clowns out of the 7-egg clutch. No clowns. I got a few Kryptons, and I'm calling them Kryptons because the male was clown. This has to be 100% het cryptic. That's how I made a Krypton. Clown to het cryptic. If this was het clown, I would have made a clown. Visual clown to het clown. There's no clown in there. This has to be 100% het cryptic. Do you know where the cryptic came from? Desert Ghost. The Bellline Desert Ghost. So, what I'm doing this year, to even further my theory, this female is being bred to the very first male. I know 100% this is not het clown. I know 100% this is not het clown. So if I breed this recessive visual cryptic to a het, half the clutch will be het and half the clutch will be visual cryptics, not kryptons. No clown involved in these animals. Proven already, proven out. Soon as I hit a cryptic looking animal in this clutch, it's recessive. Another one, let's go over here actually right now. This is a visual clown, okay? This is the same clown that I bred the original Cryptic Mojave Caramel Ultramel to. Gave me all those Kryptons. 7 of them. Okay? Just a regular looking clown. Nothing special, no bright, no highlights, just a regular looking clown female. I'm breeding one of the sons back. Got multiple locks. This is a Mojave Krypton. Het Ultramel, het Caramel. So, when she lays, I'm going to have only 2 things. Clowns and more Kryptons. If anything else comes out, I'm wrong. But I can only hit Kryptons and clowns. Hence, here. Plus the Mojave. So Mojave Krypton times clown, I'm going to hit 25% clown, 25% Mojave clown, 25% Krypton, 25% Mojave Krypton. Still 50% clown, 50% Krypton with the other gene. So I have 2 different ways to back up this theory, and I'm almost 99.99999 infinity this is going to work. Okay? Hope this isn't wrapping your brain. I mean, keep looking at it. Try to understand. This is where I'm at. Here's a bunch of other animals. These are all Kryptons. So this is the one that I showed you. Okay. From that pairing. Here's a fire. 100% het clown. 100% het cryptic. 100% het desert ghost. But because you see the Krypton, the high wide eye bands, the blending of the neck, these towers. All this is a visual looking double het clown cryptic, also het desert ghost, and visual fire. Okay? This one here. Here's another one. This could possibly be OD. I'm not really sure. But thick eye stripe, elongated stretching of the neck, high whites and these towers. So this here, all it is an OD or a normal, 100% het clown, 100% het cryptic, giving you the visual, which is a Krypton. Okay? And here's one everybody knows. This here is a butter pin, right? Or lesser?
Kingpin.
No. Huh?
Kingpin.
Butter.
Yeah. It was butter.
Yeah. So this is a butter pin het clown. But because, look at the thick eye stripe, the blending of the neck, even the towers, the high whites and these little towers, even though they have little clouds at the top, which is amazing. All this is a butter pinstripe, 100% het clown, 100% het cryptic. So this here is a butter pinstripe Krypton. Okay? So those are all the animals that I have. I have multiple. Like I said, I've got this visual male that I know is not clown or heck clown at all. Proven out, proven breeder. I'm putting that to this female, which I guaranteed is not a heck clown. Which they both together, when I put a clown to her last year, I hit Kryptons. So by breeding him back to her, I should get true Cryptics. And then I'm breeding a Krypton back to the mom, the same clown. So I'm not screwing up the genetics. The same clown that produced him, I should only get this outcome. 50% clown, 50% Krypton. With these two, I can guarantee, and I'm very confident, that this is recessive and allelic, cryptic, and clown. Like the Toffino. Hope this makes sense to you. I could be wrong. I'm not saying, hey, I discovered this. I've been, I've had it a lot. People have called me. I've spoken to numerous people. Hey, Billy, what's going on? I have no idea. You hear some other people and it got you so confused. This is the only thing that makes sense. I've even, I just talked to Will a few days ago saying, do I got this right? It's confusing, but it's the only thing that makes sense. And if anybody else has anything else to contribute to my theory or against my theory, please do it. I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense. How if I breed my male that has nothing to do with clown to clown, I get everything cryptic, Kryptons. And when I breed it to anything without clown, I get no visual looking animals. And I've got, like, last year alone, 17 animals, I believe. No Cryptics or Krypton looking animals. But then I breed it to this female, which is a desert ghost, and I get Kryptons. But I bred it to a visual clown. If it was heck clown also, I would have got visual clowns. So I know 100%, well, I'm very confident that she's going to be heck cryptic. And by breeding these two together, which have no clown, and if I hit a visual looking cryptic, my theory is well, no, I shouldn't say my theory, but this theory that I believe in is 100%. So I hope this helped. It's probably confusing. It's taken me a while, but I believe this is where it is. Add some comments below. Hopefully you understand it, or I'm explained it enough that it makes sense. If because it's new, you might want to look to see how Toffino or Candino works. It's the same sort of thing. Okay? So, with that, I don't know. I guess that's it. So, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, keep the comments coming in. Hopefully this clarifies it, at least for what I believe and some others. If there's other people that have, anything to add to this, please do. But the amount of animals popping up all over the world that are showing, cryptic-looking animals, which should be called Kryptons, why are they always in clown? Or 66% had clown, 50% had clown? And then that being said, if this is right, you cannot make a cryptic clown. It does not exist. Cannot make a cryptic clown. So anything bred to clown that has cryptic, that looks like a cryptic, it's called the Krypton, or should be called the Krypton to differentiate the two. Because when I breed my cryptic male to other morphs, I get 100% het cryptics in every animal. If you believe Krypton, and you breed a Krypton and you don't believe this, you're only producing, so you're going to be selling Kryptons, breeding it and selling them as het cryptics or whatever you believe in, and people are going to breed it. If it's a heck clown you sold them, they can never make cryptics. They're going to be making more Kryptons, or if they breed a clown to it, they're only going to make visual clowns. So, be careful. Hopefully this makes sense, and I am right. I believe in this. So, hope this helps, guys. Thanks.